All right. Hello. I'm Chris from the Star Wars Underworld, and I'm here with Michael Gregory, who's the voice of a couple characters in the Star Wars Old Republic video game.
That's true. Was that a question? Okay. Yeah, Commander Harren Tavis, Noman Carr, and about 8 others. That was the most recent one for that. If you want to talk about the game, I don't know too much about the game. I'm an old guy, and so I don't have a lot of time to play games. I have to put the time where I can.
Well, from a production standpoint, though, one thing we've been hearing about this game is how it has a lot of voice actors. It's one of the first fully voiced MMORPGs. So, what was it like working on just a big production like that?
Well, the most important thing about working in that production is the professional way the scripts are done. I had worked anime, and with most of the anime that I had done, you come in and they give you a script, and they say, there you go. I say, well, what just happened? Doesn't make any difference, just say the line. What? What about the acting? Just say the line. Whereas with any of the more professional Lucas stuff, obviously, you have the name of the character, then you have what just happened, and maybe what's going to happen, and then what attitude they would like you to play, then the line. So what happens is it gives you a lot to work with. Otherwise, to be able to do 4 or 5 voices in a day, you get confused, and pretty soon you are, who are you now? And so it is really nice they clarify it for you. It's specificity, and I think it makes all the difference in the world with a great game.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have said that this game's kind of almost like a cinematic experience because of that.
Right.
So I think that definitely contributes to it. So, of course, we're here at AllCon in Dallas, Texas, 2013.
That's a beautiful Crown Plaza.
Yeah, you can see it all around us. Nice fireplace right here. So how have you enjoyed the con so far?
This was a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoy talking to people anyway. And so to meet new people, there was a Treasury agent that was here, and police officers from Louisiana who are part of the 501 First. And so it was real exciting meeting some of these people, hearing their stories, and of course, being able to tell them some of mine.
And of course, you were inducted into some things a few nights ago.
Yes, I was made an honorary member of the 501st. When I went up to my room, I took off the badge. And prior to that, at one of the other cons in California, I had been inducted into the Mandalorian Guard.
Yeah, no, it's Star Wars, the community is so awesome, how they have all these organizations like this. And one of the cool things about this con is Dutch, Kathy, Steven, all you guys have brought together the organizations from not just Star Wars, but Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica. So you want to talk a little bit about bringing everybody together like that?
No, I never liked these people. Again, this was something that they did. Basically, I have just met these people in terms of bringing them together. Dutch and Kathy, those are my managers. They're the ones that have really reached out to these groups and brought them together, because the Star Trek people seem to be at war with some of the Star Wars people, and it's the Trekkies and the this and the that. And so, again, it's, to quote Rodney King, can't we all just get along? And so they brought them together basically to say, hey, come on, you guys love these things, and it's not which one is better, which one is worse, but what are you bringing to the table?
So what's been your favorite part about this con so far?
I have some friends that are visiting here, and I was hoping they would get here in time to see some of the interesting things, the costumes and the people. And I had somebody sit down next to me who was one of the furries. And so, here's one. And so it's all rather interesting. I mean, the fact is that I think fantasy life brings so much to real life, which is what the movies do. One of the great things about having done the soap operas in the 70s was shut-ins, people in hospitals, and I was also amazed when I went through SWAT survival with the LAPD that the sergeant said, don't tell them who you are. I was on the soaps, Dr. Rick Weber. And these cops are coming up to me going, did you graduate the academy in 74? No. You with Internal Affairs? No. The end of the SWAT weekend, the sergeant says, that's Rick Weber from General Hospital. All these macho SWAT cops come running up. What's happening with Monica's baby? What? Those were my first closet watchers.
Oh, man.
And so when they wake up to go on swing shift, they turn on the tube, and And that's happened many times since with police, particularly, it surprised me, police officers around the country who, when they recognize you, they're not sure if they've seen you on a wanted poster or if, how do I know you? You were at my daughter's wedding? So anyway, I don't know what your question was, but there's a long answer to whatever it was.
Yeah, and of course you know Michael from General Hospital, as you mentioned, and you've been in Robocop, Total Recall.
Total Recall, right.
A lot of stuff. Of those things, are you have any interesting memories or any actors that you really enjoyed working with?
Yeah, I don't think we have enough time to. For years I worked for Dean Martin. I owned a bodyguard company. It was built around Dean. I did his last feature film that he starred in. He had done Cannonball Run, but as a guest. We did Rico together. I did Rico with him. I can't say together. I wasn't one of the stars. I was another actor. Robocop was fun. We shot it right here in Dallas, Texas. It was 100 degrees and 100% humidity. Peter Weller was in a wetsuit under the appliances. He was not a happy camper. He was breaking out with rashes, and finally they found a chair for him to sit back in, and they put 2 fans right up his crotch so he could get at least a little comfortable. And so, again, there are wonderful stories from all the shows. Arnold was great, a man's man, and I have stories about that, but I'm not going to tell them. He let us use his gym, just put the weights back, don't leave them out. And I came around the corner, and he had a table that was about this big, and for those of you on radio, I'm about 2.5 feet, and it was covered with pastries. Austrian pastries. I said, Arnold, you eat this crap? He said, that's why I have to bicycle in the morning. and so, again, this is a wonderful business. And going out to do these things, I get to meet the people who come up and say, oh, that was so wonderful, thank you for doing this, or you sent something to my mom, and she always treasured that. And so, yeah, I've been very fortunate. I had cancer about 15 years ago. My thought process was, I don't want to die, but if I do, it's been a pretty good run. So every day beyond that is a holiday for me. And, people that run into me who know me, they'll start to say, how you doing? I know, every day is a holiday. And that's the way I feel.
That's a great way to look at life.
Hey, I'm very fortunate.
Thank you so much for the time.
Chris, it's my pleasure.
And may the force be with you.
And may the force be with you.